The strange and weird history of the first protein powder that was ever made? Let's go ahead and talk about it. Guys, welcome back to another episode of Fitness After Dark with your host, truly, Nate Cincio. As always, you already know what we do in the beginning of the show. Let's go ahead and hand it off to Mr. Bruce Buffer. Gentlemen, we are live! Man, it feels so good to do that. Let's go ahead and talk about the first protein powder that was ever made. So it's crazy to think that the protein supplement industry, it's worth over like $20 billion nowadays. Let's go ahead and take it back in perspective all the way back to the 1940s. So there was a buddy, right? There was a guy named Bob Hoffman. He was the head owner of this magazine called the York Barbell Company. So in this case then, all they did was just manufacture and produce weightlifting equipment. And they decided to want to get into more nutritional, more supplementational products. They decided, you know what, let's go ahead and create a little bit of a drinky drink, right? A little bit of a drink, a little bit of a supplement for weightlifters at that time, you know? And this is like the old school weightlifters, you know, like Eugene Sandow, like those type of guys, like the very old school, traditional weightlifting athletes. They decided to want to make a protein drink just for them, right? So the first ever protein supplement that they dropped was in 1946, but it was received so badly due to the taste. Keep in mind at that time, ingredients such as whey did not exist at that time. So they resorted to just egg white powder, things of that nature. That doesn't sound too bad, but in reality, the taste was not that great. So a lot of people didn't buy the product and it just sat in shelves for the longest period of time until around the 1960s when the man, the myth, the legend, Joe Wilder decided to go ahead and reintroduce the concept to a new audience. In this case, since weightlifting was getting more and more popular, and he decided to reintroduce the protein powder supplement through the man, the myth, the legend, as always, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Here then, Joe Wilder and Arnold collabed, in other words, and reintroduced the protein powder drink. It started sounding like crazy, but still the taste wasn't that great. And the taste didn't get good until finally in the 1980s when whey started to get introduced as an ingredient in a lot of these protein powder supplements. And that's when the taste started to really skyrocket and the sales for the product started to go all the way up. So it's just a weird and kind of interesting fact how the first protein supplement was created. And let me know in the comments, guys, what is your favorite protein powder? From what brand, what company? Doesn't matter. Just drop them in the comments below. Let me know what it is. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And as always, guys, appreciate you checking out the video. And if you want more old school bodybuilding content, stick around. Don't leave, man. There's 2 videos right here for you guys to check out as well, all right? Appreciate you guys. See you guys in the next episode of The Golden Era and on Fitness After Dark. Take care. Have a badass workout.